Take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Let's go now. 50, plant. 54, Mike, 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take 2.
Stidham sets to throw on first. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
60-yard. 54.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flies.
It's time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
Not today, you are. Not today.
From the gun, it's Stidham. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 24-yard touchdown. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll run for it. Geis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a run with Geis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Ready. 2 yards on the pickup. Let's go.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Archer, a final shot before break. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your
through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, LA! George Kittle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes. Into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
I'm going back to you.
On the ground, it's Vikes. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
And it's third down.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
Check tight. Check tight. Mike 50.
Now it's the backup Greer. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ready. 50, plant. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Back, back, back. Bang, 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 bang.
Second down, Stidham to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the 22, here's second and 8.
Double dog, that's the way.
On second down, here's Greer. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Look, squeeze. Just like that. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Fight.
After the interception, here's Stidham. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Go.
That's taken in by Stewart. A gain of 6 there on first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Come on, set. 18 Gators. Check 31, check 31. 61, matchbox lights. Shoot.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. It's complete. Stills. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Stidham. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stidham. He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Greer now on 2nd down. Open man is Samuel, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Hey.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It's a gain of 3.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Get it.
1st down, Greer. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. Now we're going to get a stoppage, and oh boy, that looks to be Geis, who is down on the turf. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert 3.
X3. 218. Chopper. 5.
Off play action, Greer. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Greer looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page. quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
132 fighter.
Alert 3.
They snap it to Greer. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Greystone travel.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Protein spill.
Check 99. Check 99.
Shoot.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. He's crashing.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Ready, ready.
Now Stidham on 1st down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, orbit.
Watch the curls.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now it's Stidham. He completes it to Stewart. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's go, D. Big series.
They'll throw on 1st down with Stidham. There goes a deep ball in, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Greer. Complete. He finds Brave. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Greer on first down. Able to find his running back, Geis. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A very good gain on first down. 9 yards on the dump-off. Here's Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught. It's Stewart. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 30 on second down, Greer. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. On third down, Greer. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Marcus May with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Pilot, 64, weak.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Diamonds and light. Go, go, go. Check. Check. Check.
Five.
On first down, Stidham. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Payne. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 8, read.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Check 3.
Blue draw quarters. Big grip. Big grip.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
22, 22, eyes on 22. Single, 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 single.
Hey, Haywood. Let's go.
On third down, Stidham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the
Go.
On first down, it's Greer. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and I'd